Hey guys, Emmanuel here, and before we jump into this video, I just want to ask you guys to subscribe and hit the like button for the algorithm. I'm going to give you guys a second to do that. Okay, now that that's over, guys, the Warriors are about to get extremely good again. This organization is just great because brace yourself if you're a Toronto Raptors fan. Steph Curry wants the Golden State Warriors to trade for Kevin Durant. Phoenix is essentially out of the Kevin Durant sweepstakes ever since they decided to re-sign DeAndre Ayton to that $133 million contract that he just got. Now, the reason is because DeAndre Ayton was going to be in the package that they would have sent to Brooklyn for Kevin Durant. Because remember, Brooklyn wants an all-star caliber player with 2 first-round picks. So basically, Phoenix is out of the race, right? Now, the only teams that remain are Miami, Golden State, and Toronto. Now, personally, for me, being a Toronto Raptors fan, I want Kevin Durant to sign with the Toronto Raptors. But, like I've stated in the past, like I've stated in my previous videos, in my opinion, and it's not just not my opinion, it's just when you look at it objectively, the Golden State Warriors are in position to offer the Brooklyn Nets the best package, the best assets for Kevin Durant. They would be able to outbid Miami and Toronto if they really wanted to. Listen, they could give away 2 first-round picks and Andrew Wiggins, or they could give away Andrew Wiggins, James Wiseman, and a first-round pick, and they would be able to outbid anything Toronto would give them. Now, it's looking more and more like it might happen. Like, the Golden State Warriors might actually land Kevin Durant. Why? Because this whole Kevin Durant deal of where he goes is predicated on either where Kevin Durant wants to go and who's willing to accept him. Now, the Golden State Warriors became a name where Kevin Durant could go, but we didn't really take them seriously because what are the odds that Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors wanted someone back who left them? Well, now, Fox Sports NBA analyst Ric Bucher reported that Stephen Curry has reached out several times to Kevin Durant about a reunion. Now, that is very interesting to the entire NBA world. Why? Because the Golden State Warriors just won a championship and they're looking to get better. It's like 2016 all over again. They won 73 games and they got better with Kevin Durant. And I've stated that Kevin Durant should not go to Golden State. He can't, he shouldn't, he should not accept to go to Golden State. Why? Because it is just bad for his legacy. It is terrible for his legacy, right? Not only will it be like 2016 all over again, or everyone will just hate him, well, people will just not like the Golden State Warriors. And not only will Kevin Durant again be in the shadow of Stephen Curry, the one person he wanted to leave the shadow of. Remember, Kevin Durant left the Golden State Warriors because of 2 things. One, because of his skirmish with Draymond Green, but primarily because Kevin Durant felt as if he wasn't getting the same amount of love from the Golden State Warriors fan that Stephen Curry got. Because remember, Stephen Curry came up through the Golden State Warriors organization, and naturally they're just going to give Steph Curry more love, and Kevin Durant didn't like that. Going back to Golden State, he's going to experience that, but again, it's just terrible for his legacy because he will forever cement himself as a Robin in the history of the league. Kevin Durant will effectively and permanently be to Stephen Curry what Kyrie Irving is to LeBron James. Kyrie Irving has never tasted success outside of LeBron James. And the same thing goes for Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant has never tasted success outside of Stephen Curry. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving will be effectively 2 sides of the same coin. We already know they're 2 sides of the same coin, right? Because that's why they were not functionable. That's why they were so dysfunctional in Brooklyn. That's why Brooklyn became a disaster, because they're just 2 dysfunctional players. They're really 2 pieces of the same coin. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, they're very talented but super flaky, aren't really, I would say they're not really masculine, because masculine entails stoicism, right? You have to let things not bother you as much and know that, and that's not a trait that Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving exhibit. They're always up and down, always emotionally being moved, something's going on and they can never, they're just not stoic men. To me, they're really the same player, right? And if Kyrie Irving reunites with LeBron James on the Lakers and Kevin Durant reunites with Stephen Curry on the Warriors, they'll be the same guy. They're the same guy. But moving away from talking about Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, this speaks to how brilliant, humble, and cunning Stephen Curry is. Because Steph just won a championship and is coming off of a great performance in the NBA Finals, in which he got the Finals MVP. And he's arguably at the top of the NBA world, but he's not satisfied. He's looking forward. He's thinking long term. He's thinking, how do we get better, right? And I think that Steph Curry wants to kill two birds with one stone by acquiring Kevin Durant. Steph has heard the rumors about Kyrie Irving and LeBron James teaming back up. Steph knows firsthand how lethal that duo is. He knows firsthand from all the finals he played against those two guys. He knows how tough it is to beat those guys together. And he knows that the current Warriors team now, although they can compete with a Lakers team if the Lakers did acquire Kyrie Irving, more than likely they would lose out to the Lakers team. But if they got Kevin Durant, that would be insurance of getting to the finals next year again. And he wants to secure that insurance. He sees the writing on the wall. Steph Curry, even though he's at the top of the NBA world, he's not stuck in a bubble. Most guys, most NBA stars would not do this. They would not push for Kevin Durant to come to their team, especially after just winning a championship and especially after being a Finals MVP. Most guys would be too egotistical, but Steph isn't like that. Steph is thinking long term. He's thinking, how do I get better? What are we going to do, right? Now, the report from Ric Bucher said that Steph wants Kevin Durant on the team in hopes of improving his chances of winning a fifth championship to pass LeBron James in the all-time rankings. That's what was reported. That brings me into the second reason why Steph Curry wants Kevin Durant on the Warriors. I think it's his legacy. Steph Curry, I think, wants to prove something. He wants to prove a point. He wants Kevin Durant on the Warriors because he wants to win a Finals MVP with Kevin Durant on the team to make up for the one that he lost when Kevin was on the team. He wants to be able to look back and say, look at what I did. Not only did I win 2 championships without Kevin Durant, one before he got there, one after he got there. And not only did I win a Finals MVP when he wasn't there, I won a Finals MVP with him on a team. So who needed who? Look at what I've accomplished with Kevin Durant and without Kevin Durant, and look what Kevin Durant has accomplished without me. Nothing. He needed me. He's my Robin. He is my Scottie Pippen. I think that's what Steph Curry wants to establish. Because for the longest time, the knock on him was, well, he couldn't win a Finals MVP. Well, he got a free ride to the Finals with Kevin Durant. Well, he won a Finals MVP this year. But people still say, well, it was easy when you have Kevin Durant on your team. He wants to cement this by winning a Finals MVP with Kevin Durant on the team. And also, I think Steph Curry wants to end up beating out Kevin Durant and LeBron James on the all-times list when it's all said and done. Because Kevin Durant and LeBron James both played in his era. They are counterparts. They are regarded as the best of this generation, right? So when we look back on it, right, just like how we look back on Kobe Bryant and Tim Duncan, they both won 5 championships, but who was the better of the two, right? I think Steph Curry wants to cement his legacy by outdoing LeBron in terms of championships and sunning Kevin Durant by saying, look at what I did without him. Those are the 2 things he wants to cement and secure for his legacy. But again, I still think Kevin Durant should go to the Toronto Raptors. I think it's better for his legacy. He will not be stuck in the shadow of Stephen Curry if he goes to Toronto. 1 championship with the Toronto Raptors will eclipse every single championship he could ever win with the Warriors. That's what it would do for his legacy. But guys, those are just my thoughts. If you like this kind of content, make sure, again, to hit the subscribe button and leave a like. That really helps out the algorithm, and I want to know what you guys' thoughts are in the comments below. But aside from that, see you next time, kids.